Hey, Jeff Miller here from Target Test Prep. I want to go over a few pesky little multiple answer questions. You know those on the GRE, right? Where you have to pick multiple answers amongst a multiple choice question. Now, one way which they love to test those is in the form of ratios and fractions, because in those, you don't necessarily have to solve for one single value. So we're going to practice two of those questions today to see how they can try to trick you in those multiple answer questions using fractions and ratios. Let's get going. All right, let's see this first pesky multiple answer question using fractions. Let's go through the stem here. If 1/2 of the number of toy cars at a certain hobby store is 1/5 the total number of toys at the hobby store, and 1/4 the number of toy trucks is 1/8 the total number of toys, which of the following is a possible number of trucks? Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to set up our two equations right off the bat. So the first equation is going to be 1/2 of the cars is equal to 1/5 of the total. Now, if we multiply T2 over, which you'll see why we're going to do this in a second, it ends up being C is equal to 2T over 5. The second equation, 1/4 the number of trucks is 1/8 the total. We'll make the number of trucks K. So that says 1/4 K is equal to 1/8 total. We're going to multiply the 4 over. That's going to give us K is equal to 4T over 8. Or in other words, K is equal to T over 2. Now, why did we do that? Well, we ultimately want to know how many trucks there are in the toy store. So a good way to be able to do that is to get a ratio here of cars to trucks so you can see what they have to be a multiple of. So you set up your ratio. Cars over trucks. Well, we say cars is equal to 2T over 5. Trucks is T over 2. We flip and multiply. We get 2T over 5 times 2 over T. Notice the T's cancel. So we get cars to trucks is 4 to 5. That's super important because what that tells us is that the number of trucks has to be a multiple of 5. That's super duper important here. Now that we know that, we just go to our answer choices and say, where are the multiples of 5? Well, B is a multiple of 5. There can be 10 trucks. D is a multiple of 5. There can be 25 trucks. And finally, E is a multiple of 5. There also can be 30 trucks. Therefore, the correct answer here is B, D, and E.